fresh day today. It's a good day.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Okay, first thing first, I want to talk about getting healthy and getting back into the physique that you desire, and I'm going to show you a picture of that. So for most guys it may look like this, and it's also desirable for your future mating prospects. I'm sure they want a guy as lean as this boss man compared to somebody who is sluggish and flabby and not quite there. So this book actually is a recommendation from a personal friend of mine. So what I'm saying is that I'm gonna give you a quick introduction into it, so hopefully you can go and get it and read the whole thing. I'm not quite done yet. I'm at page 115. So I'm going to tell you what it talks about and what I implemented and what I already knew and how that changed my psychology around working out and just being able to lose, should I say it? Yeah, 35 pounds since the last year. Today 35 pounds lost since last year today. So it's called Beyond Bigger, Leaner and Stronger, the advanced guide to building muscle, staying lean and getting strong. So just search up Beyond Bigger, Leaner and Stronger by Micheal Matthews. So you'll get the whole review from other people. But what it basically talks about is these three elements that really I knew I had the knowledge about them, and I heard about different people using those three techniques, but it's harder to apply it on a day-to-day basis than to not just to have the knowledge about it. It's harder to execute on a daily plan, So number one is, if you're going really overweight because of the pandemic and you have a way to go to a gym even, then you need to think of a plan to intervene that, because facts have it a lot of the fast food options that are out there available for people to eat these days, people that are working high stress jobs, they just want to go in and grab a quick bite, and they don't take the time to cook at home and have to stay away from processed food and all that stuff. It actually adds up to your weight, So what I'm going to give you 3 tips that if you start applying these, it's going to make you into this, it's going to build this awareness around you that health is one thing that we have to count on and treat it as something that we cannot take for guaranteed. You have to learn about it. So number one, you can, if you're overweight, don't worry about it. I was super bad with that too, and it has to do at this point in the weather, as people go through seasonal affective disorder because of the winter blues or whatnot. But you can detach yourself from that feeling, but just by staying aware of your health choices you make, and it has to improve from making poor choices to bad choices, and it has to improve, and you have to learn to intervene when you're emotionally eating to feel happy purposely when you need to internally resolve an issue. So that's called emotional binging, to make your mood lift up by rewarding to food and binge eating food that's bad for you. So fries, poutine, sugary food like chocolates, custard, cake, dessert. You need to learn to intervene that behavior, So this book kind of implements into that topic as well, but this is a different thing. This is you need to take something in psychology, behavior and positive intervention about health psychology. But I'll give you the 3 techniques that I'm not gonna wait no more. Number 1, get your adequate sleep, 9 hours at least minimum during the winter, 9 hours at least. Don't eat before 7 p.m. every single day. Let your metabolism stay active, to digest the food after supper. So have a strict routine for supper, and eat snacks like apple. Because the reason I'm saying eat snacks is that you don't want to go to a stage where you're starving your body. If you starve your body, it's gonna shoot your glucose level up, down, which is gonna resist with insulin production. So that's gonna put you at a risk of being diabetic. So here's the graph of diabetic. Like right when you're starving, your starvation goes like this. The graph is dipping low, and you eat something, it shoots up. Your insulin shoots up, and you just switch from being really low at starch level and glucose level to shooting it up. So your insulin just shoots up. So the way to avoid that is never go into starvation, but go into a feeling where you're still kind of feeling hungry. And the only way to do that is to have one meal diet and have snacks every 2 to 3 hours. Like have an apple, have a banana, have some grapes, and yeah, that's what I do. And that's how it helped me lose 35 pounds from the last year or so. And you got to know that Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So your body's temple is not going to be fixated the way your ideal physique you want it to be be built this lean in a day, So you have to work on it every single day. If you don't have because of COVID, if you don't want to go to the gym, you can look up YouTube for home workouts, push-ups, set-ups, stretches. Start with stretches 10 minutes a day. I started doing stretches 10 minutes a day, and now I do treadmill, eat clean, sleep well, and take snacks in between, so I'm not shooting my insulin up and down, and so I'm not at risk of diabetes or infectious disease that, so. And so I'm gonna sum it up. It's just intermittent fasting throughout the day with snacks and water and teas, and maybe 1 cup of coffee if you need that to wake up in the morning. And then you can do have high proteins. Macronutrition has to be well valued. It can be greasy food or processed meat or something unconventional. It has to be traditionally cooked and sauteed into something you want it to be. For the day, you have to prep, you have to prepare the food in advance. You can't just inactively look for an outlet and just eat it. That's when the danger behavior happens. So yeah, there's no point of you going to the gym if you're gonna come back home and eat a pudding or a cake or something like that. You might as well just stop telling yourself that you're seeing results, because the only way to do that, you have to actually be aware of your calories. You have to count your calories and eat in deficit if you're trying to lose, or eat higher calories if you're trying to gain and work out, So this book talks about powerlifting and all these things, so powerlifting is this guy that he's been doing it for 25 years. That's his game, he's just solid on his game. So I'll let you read it, and if I can find a link, I'll put it in the bio so you can purchase the book. Okay. Arias amigos, hasta luego, baby. It's your boy Ferran. Peace.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.